Bad boys are only cool in movies. Um, yes, bad boys and bad girls. Um, they're only cool in movies and books. Okay? Why do I say that? Because their behaviors in real life hurt a lot. They hurt quite a bit. And the behaviors are very destructive also. There's this persona that they sell you in movies and books, that mysterious kind of person um, that is kind of hostile or very well spoken. They're reckless. They're the Don Juan, the men of the city. Like every girl, every woman just follows them, falls in love with them, and vice versa. It applies for girls too. Like they're the femme fatale that have, the kind of femme fatale that have men in the palm of their hands. And though this can be true for women that are very beautiful, and I don't think it necessarily has to do with beauty itself, because the person may not be that beautiful. For men, for example, they may not be handsome per se, but they have this confidence, or they're overly confident, or they're well spoken. This is a great factor. They have a charm that kind of captivates you, and it catches you. You don't really know how to escape from that. And sometimes we fall for their charm without really paying attention to other factors that can be quite damaging. Other behaviors that can be very destructive. And this is why we need to break away from this idea that they are cool, because though in books and movies we only see the fantasy. You can't really feel what the other people may be feeling, or how their actions can affect people around them. Because you like, usually in books, for example, you have this perspective of someone that's in love, right? Of that bad boy or bad girl. So their point of view is already defective. Like it's already biased, because they are into that person. They are in a fantasy. They're living a fantasy. So everything is hyped up. Everything is or seems beautiful or eerie or like magical, and you kind of expect that of yourself when you read it. When you're reading it or when you watch a movie, you kind of fall for it too. You fall for that idea that it's so beautiful, so enchanting, so captivating, and they put emphasis on certain aspects of that person or thing. Not thing, of that man or woman. And when you encounter that in real life, you will pay attention to that. You will pay attention to the good part, or the seemingly good part, which is, they look good, they're well spoken, they treat you in a one of a kind type of way, one of a kind manner. You feel like it's the kind of thing that will never happen to you again. Like nobody can do it like they do it, right? Whether it is sex, whether it is, the way they talk to you, the way they make you feel. You feel like you're the best in the moment, like you're the queen. I don't know. or king. And they have this charm, this inexorable charm. You just can't ignore it, you know. So when you encounter that, and sometimes they're also they have a very good silhouette. They work out, they look beautiful, and they have this way of making you feel good. They know what to do to make you feel good. And the thing is, beside these characteristics, these aspects, there are also other aspects, other things that may not be as good, that may not be as they're not as good, and they can be even bad. So what kind of traits, right? It would be promiscuity. They're often promiscuous, you know. They are bold and reckless, you know. They're reckless. They don't necessarily think that rules are for them. They want to ignore those rules because, you know, they have this sense of self that is like greater than anybody else. They don't want comply with social rules. They can be very materialistic too. Yeah, there are many other things. Right now I can't pinpoint everything, but just keep in mind that these people, although they may be portrayed in movies and books as the best you could ever get, they often come with very bad things that completely outweigh the seemingly good things, right? Because the hurt sometimes that they inflict, you know, the pain that they inflict with their behaviors is really is really bad. It's really difficult to take, you know. Another type of trait that you need to look out for is the complete disregard they have for the repercussions of their actions, right? Like them not caring, not giving a fuck about the repercussions of their actions. It's like they do something and they don't care if it hurts somebody or not. And if it does hurt someone and you do tell them and they know, they will go about their day. They won't really try to make amends for their actions. They don't care about what they do to other people. Sometimes they don't even care about their own safety. So it's like if they want to do something, they're very focused. They will go for it, even if that will mean hurting themselves in the process. You know, this kind of people, you need to be very careful. I think the main piece of advice that I would give is to become immune to charm. Whenever someone is too charming, like it just you feel like it's overwhelming, you know. You feel that the charm is like all over the place, and you don't know, like you've never felt like that. This person is so great. Take a moment, take a step back, and even if they are into you in the moment, please take your time. Take a moment take a step back and analyze. You're like, okay, they look good, but are they that that good? You know what I mean? Are they that interesting? And at the time, your perception of things might be biased already, might be blinded. But take your time. This is the greatest advice I can give to people, is to take your time and analyze and block the charm. Don't let it get to you that much. Try to rationalize a little bit what you see instead of letting the feelings guide you completely. Because you might get into a situation that is not good, you know? So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, think about it. I think that's what I had to say for today. Right now, I'm kind of I can't think much, but I will make another video where I check all the where I will be reading and checking for all the information I can get, and make one that is more structured. But yeah, just what you need to take away from this video is that even if they look good, they are smart, they have money. That's the thing too, they tend to have, money, because they know how to exploit people and they know how to take advantage of people, right? People that don't pay their debts, careful of these people. So yeah, so what you need to take away is that even if they have all these things, they have money, they are beautiful, they are smart, they are witty, they're reckless. Sometimes you want that thrill that you cannot give yourself. So when you see that person that has all of these traits, they're not afraid of life, they're not afraid of taking risks, that is very attractive. So when you see that in someone, you take a step back, you wait. Okay, you analyze a little bit, and if they praise you, be careful with praise. If someone praises you too much, like at the beginning of things, and even in the first couple of months, and they're always coming with this compliments all the time, and with this with this praise, where they'll tell you, oh, you're beautiful, you're the best, you're this, you're that, and they keep on going with this, like they're just pushing everything that they can push at you at once. Be careful, because that might have that, that might be a trap to just get you in their net. So yeah, that's what I had to say. I'll make another video that is clearer, maybe. And it's pretty hot, so I'm kind of tired. I'm just gonna head in. Have a good day, and yeah, careful.